Hello, everybody. This is your girl, Lysandra, with abide91.com. So I wanted to come before you all today. Firstly, I feel like I'm having a little breezy moment. Oh my goodness. It's a little breezy in here. It's the fresh wind of the Lord. And oh my gosh, look what I'm fanning myself with. It came, y'all, a dedicated discipleship program. You get used to me, I promise. The Dedicated Discipleship Program. Hold on. I just have to hold this up because it is so beautiful. Came out beautifully. Oh, I really hope that it's not backwards. Now that I think of it, I'm just holding it up like, yeah. Like, what is this beautiful, colorful book? Well, I have come to introduce you to the Dedicated Discipleship Program, Module 1, Foundational Discipleship, Outer Court. So what this is it is going to give you a strong foundation into what discipleship is. Like I've said before in numerous previous videos that I have done, a lot of people do church well, but they do not do discipleship well. What is a disciple? How have you been sitting in church for years and years and you don't know what being a real follower of Jesus Christ is? It's not just something that you do. You just don't go to church out of ritual. If there is no relationship, I fear for you on that day when the Lord comes to retrieve his church and rapture his church. But I came to share with you, I feel like a lot of people do not know what 91 is. So 91 is a place where pastors can be lovingly restored. We're here for leaders, elders, whoever you know that's in ministry, getting ready to throw in the towel. You guys, did you know that during the time of COVID, 1,500 churches closed their doors every week in this country? 1,500. That's way too many. When I was putting together a mailing list just to talk about the discipleship program with many of the churches that is in my city, I was talking with Dr. Chris, and she's my associate that's helped me actually form this. I'm like, with all these hundreds of churches in this city of Sacramento, our city is still got a homeless issue, got a poverty issue, got a whole lot of issues, and the church is in trouble. So when I say the church at large is in trouble, it starts from the head down. When leadership crumbles, the people will follow soon after. When you do not have a place where you can go to even have an honest conversation saying, you know what, I'm thinking about giving up ministry. I don't think that I like being a pastor. I don't like being an apostle. I don't like this. When people are starting to say that, that's not just a warfare. That's not an easy conversation to have with just anybody. And please, for the love of Jesus, do not confide that in anybody in your church. That's what we're here for. So I have an office number posted. I have a website posted. I'm on here constantly. I have yet to hear from anybody. I'm just being brutally honest. Don't go through this by yourself. That's not what it's for. And I'm not on here trying to recruit everybody's church and say, oh, try my discipleship program. It's the next best-selling thing. No, I came on here because I was led by the Lord to help teach people their foundation, the same thing that I got from the Bible. A lot of people out here are being fooled. There's a lot of cases that I'm following right now. I'm just waiting to get a phone call from some of these ministers and some of their victims saying, you know, I'm in sin. I don't know how to walk through it. I don't know if I lose everything if I tell the truth about it. I don't know how to walk through this, and I don't know how to recover from it. That's what I'm here for. Hi, I'm Lysandra, and I'm here to help clean up messes. Hi, nice to meet you. There is nothing that is too detrimental that the Lord's arm is too short to pull you out of, my friend. So if you need an advocate, if you need somebody to help you create those moments, create those conversations and say, you know what, I'm the pastor here and I'm not doing okay. I'm not okay. I feel like my mental health is suffering. I don't like this anymore. I'm not happy. I haven't been happy in a long time. My marriage has suffered. My friend, do not walk through this by yourself. You are not alone. I'm praying for you. Dr. Chris is praying for you, and our church is praying for you. Dr. Chris and I actually go to the same church. We're under the same pastors, Pastor Dale, Pastor Margot. What's up? So, yeah, they know us, and I presented 91 to them, and yeah. So the Dedicated Discipleship Program is just to give people a foundation for the word. If you do not know how to be a follower of Jesus Christ, come together. Let us talk about it. Let's figure it out. So I gave you a hard copy I thought that the publisher was going to do it in hardback, but evidently they get to decide what form this is going to be. And so being that this was originally supposed to be in a hardback, that was the reason why it was going to be $50, because this is completely in color. It is beautiful. It walks you through having a foundation, how to minister to other people. If you want to share your faith with other people, we give you the foundation how, and how to create those circumstances, and how we're going to pray with you for the Lord to create those circumstances. And we're not going to stop until all have heard. So that being said, I'm Lysandra. I'm your friend. I'm your sister. Even if we don't know each other, if we never meet each other, I love you. I'm praying for you. If you want to leave a prayer request down in the comments, if you want to join us for the Dedicated Discipleship Program, this is on sale now for only $20. If you want it in hard copy. However, I only have a couple of copies available. So that's why I'm saying that's the reason why I put a pre-sale out, so you can go on ahead and reserve yours, because I only have about 20. So this is going to be made available in time for the Dedicated Discipleship Program that is going to launch September 17th. It is a Wednesday. It's going to go for 12 weeks. So 12 weeks, you're going to see me and my glorious face with the light of the glory of the Lord shining on me. Just kidding. I don't even know what to call this kind of light. I did the best that I could. I don't know how to do video, things like that, but I do know how to walk in the calling that God has called me to. We're going to see you for 12 weeks starting Wednesday, September 17th. Well, this month is only June. I know. I do nothing last minute. I am not a procrastinator. Spaces can be reserved for $25. After July 28th, that price will increase to $50, because now I have to get in the crunch time era, and I have to get more of these printed. So if you're going to have this on time, please get your pre-sold order. Again, this is yours. Please don't feel the need to save it. There's the digital is going to be along with this too, and also oh my gosh, if you do not know, if you're not too sure about spiritual warfare, how to battle, Wake Up Warrior will be yours free, additional. In addition to this, there's a digital version, and this is the hard copy. I pray that you all get the hard copy. I don't know what it is. I just love having a book. Yeah, let this be personal. What kind of things are we going to be learning in here? Let me go to my little table of contents. We talk about matters of the heart, the power of confession, who Jesus Christ is. Who did he call? Does he only call special people? Did he call you and me? How so? Let's see. What is the message? Do you know what the gospel is? Do you know how to share it with anybody else? How about on your job? Do you have any verbiage to say? Do you know when God has set up those opportunities for you to minister? In the words of the late great Bishop Charles Stanley. Yeah, Charles Stanley used to say, "Obey God and leave all the rest to Him." That's not in the Bible. That's one of his sayings, but it is true. We're going to learn how to navigate relationship. Do you know how to be a disciple and how to navigate relationship with God and with others? From Him are all things, and to Him are all things. Nothing is new under the sun. But do you know what it is to walk in relationship with Him, or are you just out here just winging it? Because let me tell you, if there's a day in your life as a Christian that you're going by without prayer, you're missing a whole lot of download. Just saying, missing out. Getting ready for war. I touch on a couple of, in this chapter, we touch on a little bit, and this is what we're going to be going over in DDP. We're going to talk about doctrines. Why do we get baptized? Just because Jesus said it? Why do we believe in prayer? Or the power of prayer? Why do we put so much emphasis on the word of God and not God Himself? And I don't have religion, I have relationship. Do you? Pretty sure a lot of us out there function in religion. Or why are you not in church every time you fall off and have a hard time? Just saying, that comes from being a religious spirit. When you think that you can earn what God has done or what Jesus has done, when you think that God's love is transactional, or that He's transactional towards you, don't even bother praying because you said a cuss word today. You cuss somebody out. Because I'll let you know, so there have been some moments. Lysandra's gone back to Oakland and let people have it. But I'm also a work in progress, just like you. And we get to figure all these things out together. And we have fellowship and we network and we learn together. Nobody knows it all. I am not I don't even like the word guru. I am not some special theologian out here. All I'm doing is obeying God. That's all. And it's a whole lot. Full circle God patterns. Do you understand the difference between coincidence and something that God has set up? Does God work in patterns? We're going to learn the truth. We're going to learn how to share how to share the word, how to share the gospel, how to share your story without necessarily inflicting your opinions on other people. Godly confidence. What is that? We can come boldly to the throne of grace. So what does that mean? And also winning with love. That is such a hard fact. And a lot of things that have kept people out of church is bad customer service. Customer service is based in love. It's not just an emotion, it's a sacrifice. It is a lifestyle. It is who God is. It's not just one of his attributes, but it's literally who he is. And he loves those that he chastises. If you're not getting chastised, I would kind of say that God probably put you out to pasture. But anyway, when it says that God chastises, that means just to bring close. Come closer. I have more to show you. I have more to use you for. I am not finished with you yet. Learning how to win with love, and then on to next and new beginnings. This is one of 3, and I'm sorry I did not mean to make this 11 minutes long, but it's already getting there. This is one of 3 12-week modules. So we'll be doing this into 2026, and you'll be very equipped to go and win the lost. And I always encourage street evangelism. Get outside of your church. Encourage your church to come. If you do not have a discipleship program, if you're not sure about certain things, only $25 is keeping you away from that. You spend more than that on Starbucks. Come on, because I know that I have on a drink in one of those cups. Yes, I have. One of those cups costs a whole lot more than learning how to be a disciple with my brothers and sisters in the Lord. But anyway, I pray that the Lord put it on your heart. On Eventbrite, I've posted the link to Eventbrite. If you have somebody that you know is going through a hard time, maybe thinking about quitting ministry, maybe this isn't for me, call us. That is what we are here for. Set up an appointment. Talk to me and Dr. Chris. She's really over the ministry part of 91. So we do hope to hear from you soon. This is just a winging it, fly by night kind of video. I just want to introduce, because I don't think that a lot of people understand what 91 is, because this is probably one that is very rare, is a ministry that is dedicated toward loving restoration. If you are repentant, you are somebody that we can work with, and you are somebody that we should have heard from years ago. So if somebody is, we'll get into all this as I post more videos. If somebody's content to be left in their mess, when you get tired of your mess, call us. We're here to lovingly restore. We will pray with you through it. We are prepared to pray you through your deliverance. I've gone through the same cycle, and it changed my absolute life. And everything that I've discovered in walking with the Lord, I love being saved. I love being a Christian. I love being with him. I love God. I love Jesus Christ. I love his people. I love his church. And I love you too much to leave you alone. I do desire to grow and to touch everybody. But I say, please do not stop until you get an answer. Please do not stop beating down heaven's door. If you're one of those people that has been hurt by people in ministry, please call us. You need to come back home. You need to come back to Jesus. Because if here is where you want to be, maybe you haven't found, a good Bible-based church. You need to be a part of the Dedicated Discipleship Program. So many people, so many thousands of people are getting fooled and getting hurt unnecessarily by narcissistic people that they were never saved, honey. They were never called. There are some people out there that the Lord Jesus himself talked about, testified. There are ravenous wolves in sheep's clothing. What does that mean? They're ready to tear up everything that's a part of you. When you give into their ministry, your finances immediately dry up. You're immediately under witchcraft. You're immediately under some kind of spell. Maybe you started watching the person, and all of a sudden you can't stop watching. That's not normal. It isn't. And especially when a lot of things that this person that you're listening to is saying, it cannot be found in the Word of God. We've got to wake up, church. We've got to wake each other up. Get out of your coma, because time is wrapping up. We are running out of time. If you're not watching the news, you're seeing biblical prophecy unfolding right before your eyes. Everything that the Lord said, it never returns to him void. So what does that mean? It's happening It's real, and it's time for you to get real about your relationship with God. So please link up with us, call us, reach out to us in some kind of way. Get your hard copy. Don't get your hard copy. If you want your digital copy, it's every time that you purchase a space for the digital the Dedicated Discipleship Program, you get this for free digitally. It's included. And you also get Wake Up Warrior and a bunch of other treats. We have extra assignments and things. We're going to get into this word until all have heard and all have understood. I'll see you in heaven. I love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.